like, look at this.
Just read the what you just said for a second. You said, if someone
I know what I said. I'm being so loud. Yeah. I'm still like thinking about what I just said, and I like wish I didn't say it. Oh my god. Wait, what? And he enjoyed it? I mean, I would be like, you're freaky, dude, and shame on you for getting off on that. Like, that's just weird. Like, you're about to murder me, and you're just like aroused. Like, that's real. That's not okay, man. I'm like, you just added like sexual harassment to your list of crimes. Oh my god, dude, I'm crying right now. Like, that was so funny. By the way, do you have for certain people, yeah.
Push forward, Guardian.
Oh.
What if it's not Saw? What if it's like
I would still do that. Cause like, if it's the human centipede, I'm like stuck. Ain't nowhere I'm about to go. And I'm not even dying anytime soon, so I might as well just like rub my sack across his face while he's sleeping. Or something.
What do you,
like,
I don't think you know how the human
like, if I was the guy in the front, actually, if I was the person in the back, I would just like poop everywhere, like all over his meals.
That's why everyone else is 17. What makes you so special?
No, like I would just like, no, but it would be like in really inconvenient places, like right in front of the doorway. Like I would.
Like honestly, how do you expect it to be moving around when you're in the back? Like
I would, okay, honestly, truth be told, I would much rather just rip the stitches out of my frickin' face than have my mouth sewn to somebody else's asshole. Like, think about that for a second.
No, you're like, I did not think I'd ever hear that sentence. Yeah, I'd rather rip the stitches off my mouth than have my face be stitched to a person's head as well.
Well, we live in a world where that's an acceptable sentence depending on the conversation, and that's just not okay.
I want to tell you the first person
No, we cannot be the first people to discuss the logic of the human centipede.
Not necessarily the human centipede, but like that sentence, like, well, yeah, I'd rather rip the stitches off my face and then have like those words exactly.
There is no way I'm the first person to say that. Because people talk with the human centipede being a thing, I think it's very possible for that have been spoken. Like, think about it. Like, if someone's talking about human centipede, the likeliness of them saying what I just said is higher than you probably think. I mean, how many people wouldn't want to sound cool and say they'd rather just rip the stitches out? I mean, like, honestly, I would not sit there and have poop be fed down my throat because, like, and it's not even like, It's not even like the person like ate food and now they're just like pooping into my mouth. Like, no, like someone pooped into their mouth and it went through their body and now it's going into my mouth. Like,
Okay,
that's just not okay.
just to
Okay, that's probably the first time someone said that.
Wait, what?
What I just said. That's probably a first time
I
sentence.
thought it was a
Guardian down.
Fuck me. Alright, what was I saying?
Thank you, God.
Hey. What would you rather, what would you... I don't know what they get fed,
And then
but
after
it's...
that, they get fed the person in the back's poop.
No. I'm pretty sure they get fed normal food.
It's
But that's... not normal food, but like, each time they get fed not poop. Something that's just not poop. Cause like, how does he expect that creature to sustain itself?
well, how did you expect the person in the middle? What person in the back?
The person in the back dies. And then the guy in the front slits his throat.
I haven't seen the movie.
So, at the very end of the movie, these cops show up to the guy's house, and they have a shootout with him, and then they both, okay, gradually over time, the girl in the back starts to die because of the fact that, like, she's, like, sick, because of, like, she's literally eating, she's eating poop's poop. She's eating the feces that resulted from eating feces. Like, that's just not nutritional at all. So obviously she's like dying.
Because poop is like all
And
the
then-
stuff you didn't need out of food.
And so she's dying. And then the guy's like, he's Japanese or something, and he's like talking to he's talking to the German guy, the scientist. He's like dying up against the wall because he got shot, but he already killed the other two guys, the officers that showed up. And so she's just at the house by herself, caught between an asshole and someone else's mouth on her asshole, and they're both dead. And so she either rips the stitches out or waits for more cops to show up, which honestly is the smart plan, because if you think about it, they don't just send cops and then when they report back, when they don't report back, that's the end of it. Like, they wait for the cops to report back, and if they don't, they send more cops. That's just how that's how they work. If cops don't report back, they send more.
And how do you know this?
Because I know how the judicial system works.
How big this shit works if no one shows up? Alright, so that's their problem.
No, if cops are sent to a location, they report back. But if they don't, they send more. Because it's like, oh, what's wrong? So obviously she's gonna get, like, tended to eventually, but, like, how do they fix that? Like, does she have, like, permanent scars, and then, like, how does she explain that in a job interview? Like, hey, what happened to your face? It's a long story.
Well,
Well,
I think someone explains 9/11, do you just go, haven't you?
That's not the same thing. If you're at a job interview and they're like, what's the injury from? You say, oh, I was a victim of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. That's pretty easy, and honestly, most people are going to be pretty sympathetic towards you. But if they say, oh, what happened to you? What are those scars on your mouth? And you say, oh, I was surgically sewn to someone's anus.
No, no, that's not what you'd say. It's like saying for 9/11.
What would
it's
you
like,
say?
Oh, yeah, I was in a building when a plane hit my window right next to me. No, that's not.
That sounds just...
Stupid.
Why would you say that?
Why would you say, yeah, I had my face surgically sewn to someone's anus? No, that's
Well, what else would you say?
I was a victim.
What would you have someone that
Of
I was abducted and surgically something? It has you. And then they're still gonna know. At least you be honest with them and be like, yeah, look.
Like you're lying to them. That's.
No, not honest. Just being straightforward.
I don't want to say like, hey boss, what? Can you give me some days? It's like this guy.
They'd probably just have to rip the skin off and then give like a skin transplant or something. Like, no way they would let that same... That would probably be contaminated to an extent. Because it's an interesting topic. Okay, there are things that need to be discussed.
No, but like, you're not seeing my side. Like, you're not seeing it the way it should be seen. Like, you're seeing...
I don't understand what you want me to see.
You're not gonna... It's like the same thing. It's like, hey, yeah, this terrorist, he dive bombed the building I was in, and then I got hurt from it. You wouldn't... That's basically what you're saying.
Well, why would you say...
You were a victim of 9/11. You don't want to say, yeah, you know this plane? Yeah, it hit my fucking tower. And I was like, whoa, you know? No.
Yeah, but like, how else are you gonna describe the fact that you were a part of the human centipede?
Just like that.
Assuming in a world where most people don't know about it, because it's just a thing that was committed. Whoa,
Then
loading.
Google.
Whoa. How? But they can't Google it because it's not a relevant topic. Like, it's not a piece of media in their particular universe.
If there's a newspaper, they get to see it. Like, if there was a newspaper.
It was in Germany.
So?
These people were on vacation. They returned to America claiming to be a part of some human centipede. They're gonna sound insane.
If she lives, our fight against Crota's armies may never end.
Exists.
They can't Google that because it wouldn't show up.
Why not?
Because it's a German story.
So you're telling me... Okay.
Unless it makes huge news in Germany, I don't think it would show up in Google.
So you're telling me right now
And
I
I
can't
don't-
search a Japanese toy store?
I didn't say that.
Or a
I said it would have to make pretty huge news. As an American, using an American search engine, not like using like a USA based thing, like it's gonna give you the most relevant US news.
Okay, you ready for this, Morgan?
I mean,
Yeah,
unless you
research
type
engine.
like German news. No, I don't. I'm like 2/3 the way there.
But they
Omnigul,
make this...
destroy her!
Ready?
Well, alright, that's one way to get me my supercharge. I'm getting so many engrams from this. Anyways, so...
I don't want to talk about this.
Moral of the story is, being a part of the human centipede in any way is going to ruin your life.
Yes, I mean, I didn't see it. I'm just saying, we went...
What?
We went from whipping it out from a saw to...
It's because we are saying horrible things, and I was like, I feel this is gonna come back to bite me one day when it's like it's life or death depending on whether or not I'm a good person. And then you're like, you get captured by Saw, and I was like, yeah. And then I was just like, well, if I was captured by Saw and I knew I was gonna die, like there was obviously no way around that. Like, I'm gonna like, it's gonna suck for Saw because he's like watching the trap and like seeing how it goes down. And it's, well, Saw's not gay. In a scenario where Saw is not gay, actually, I'm gonna assume he's not gay when I do this, if I do this. if the Saw even becomes a real person and I get captured, and he's not gay.
He's gay.
Even if he is, it doesn't even matter. Dude, he's gay. Like, straight up. I'm like, Saw, dude, straight fruitcake ass nigga.
Did you ever check your phone for notifications?
Why? Oh my god. Oh. Not cool. I thought for a second that just hit me. I was like, you're like, did you check your phone for notifications? I was like, Cameron.
I get the weed out.
I was like, I just did all that stuff. And it's on.
Dude, it, like, I heard it was when once you said, what, like, if someone was, like, recording this, I went straight into it. I was backing back those stairs, like, just down the stairs. And then and then the first time that
Were you ever recording?
it out in front of Saw, it's like,
Were you ever recording? Were you streaming at any point?
Yeah, right now.
No, you're not.
Yes, I know.
Cameron, I swear to God.
Since you said whip it out, like, what are we, the word you said whip it out, I've been streaming.
No, you're not. You're lying. I'm on your channel right now and you're not streaming.
Well, I don't know what the fuck I tell you.
Cameron, stop. Don't play with me like that. That's not cool. I just said all of that.
I swear to you,
Never
Tommy,
stream without me knowing. If you're streaming and I don't know it, you better tell me.
I swear on the Xbox I'm streaming. I should tell you something.
Cameron. Hold on.
I don't know why you didn't see it, but I'm streaming.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You better delete that.
That will.
Cameron, I'm like legit mad that you started streaming and didn't say anything to me. Cause like, Cameron, I need to change like what I say. I need to watch what I say if you're streaming, and if you don't tell me, I can't do that, and it could fall back on me. Your little joke could get me in a lot of trouble. Tell me if you're streaming.
Privatize the video. It is fine. The second it goes on my channel, I'm privatizing.
It's just not cool. Like, you know how, like, regardless of the chances of them seeing it. You didn't tell me to check.
I said check your notifications.
And nothing was there.
I should have shut up. No, I didn't.
Are you even streaming on YouTube? You're streaming on Twitch, aren't you?
Then how can I delete
What platform are you streaming on? Then why isn't it showing up?
I don't know.
Are you on a different... Are you on like Cameron Proceeding or something?
If I am, then I'll just keep it on. Let's just take this one.
Nothing's showing up. I'm gonna restart YouTube on my phone and see if something shows up. Because it doesn't say that you're streaming. Nothing.
Check your first game.
It doesn't say...
If I was streaming first game, then that's a big problem.
See, this is why I have trust issues. This right here. Only reason. Dude, why is the orbs that you've shot still here? Like, past orbs that you've shot are still there. Also, did I mention I hate you?
Yeah, like 3 times now, actually.
But for this reason specifically, have I said it? Oh my gosh. Why? I need a better freaking... Not assault rifle, just a gun. A better gun. Because this one ain't cutting it.